Hey beauties, morning to you. Wow, what a sad situation, eh? I mean, it's a part of life. I notice I've been seeing posts on social media about the passing of a very good singer, really good singer. He's a really good voice. You know, he's to me, I mean, listening to his voice, like he sings first tenor. Very full, strong, powerful voice. Peetah Morgan, I think he is the lead singer for the group Morgan's Heritage. You know, with his, I think they're his siblings, his brothers. Wow, fairly young guy. I don't think he even reached 50. You know, wow. Life, I tell you, beautiful people, you have to really make the best of life, because these days, I mean, it's not anybody. Obviously, all of us we are gonna pass at some stage and in our lives. But you know, back in the day when I was much younger, generally you found very old people dying. Like they lived extremely long, to 100 and something, even 80 or 90 or something like that, years of age. Nowadays, boy, the ages that I'm seeing dying, it's frightening, my beautiful people. Fairly young ages, you know. There's a man that could, I mean, maintain the music, being in the music industry for a good time. If Patti LaBelle and all these singers who are basically, you know, if they're not 80, almost 80, some 80 odd, you know, and still doing their music and so on. And he, probably half some of their ages, or close to half their ages, died. I'm not saying it's not impossible, don't get me wrong. I'm just, you know, these days when you're seeing so many young people and, you know, it's like they're catching you off guard. You know, although you know that all of us will have to tread that road at one point in our lives, you know, it only goes to show. Let me tell you something, beautiful people. You see these grudges that people are holding against each other, it makes no sense. You see this unforgiveness, the bitterness, the resentment, the hate, it makes no sense. Let me tell you, beautiful people, there are people who have done me wrong. Majority of my encounters are people, and I say majority. It doesn't mean that I don't say or do the wrong thing, but I try my best with God's help to limit me. I don't want to say willingly or trying to offend people. I don't like to use the word offend, but offend in a negative sense. Try to hurt, let's use the word hurt people, you know, intentionally. I try. I won't get it perfect. There are times when I probably will. I may say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. That's life. But you know what, beautiful people, there are people who, you know, 90% of my encounters are people who have just decided that they're going to create some vitriol. I don't like you, and that's it. As a man said, you know, he worked with a woman, doesn't know her, he's just started working there. He would say hello, she didn't answer. One day he said hello, like she was in his path. And like she would say, don't call to me. And he said, why? I said, I don't like you. And he said, you don't like me, but you don't know me. She said, I don't care. Whatever I feel I know about you, I just don't like you. He was surprised, you know. And I'm saying that even with people like that who will create vitriol and mayhem, spread lies and rumors and do me all kinds of things unwarranted, you know, I've had to ask God to help me to have a love in my heart toward them, because it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it, beautiful people. Any card can play. Any card can play. I mean, I was so frightened when I saw it. I thought it was a joke, because I know sometimes when you go online, you will see they do that to people for clickbait and so on. And I said, no. When I saw somebody like Buju Banton, I saw it on his page. I saw it on Lisa Hanna's post, and I said, oh my goodness gracious. Wow. That's sad. That's sad. Very good singer. He has a really good voice. Peetah, I think it's Peetah. I don't know if that's his stage name, Morgan, or that's his birth name is, you know. And wow, what a sad situation. You know, condolences are certainly extended to his family and friends. You know, boy, people have to make our calling and election sure. We have to get it right with God and with people. It makes no sense. Any card they can play nowadays, and it's like it's happening rapidly, and it is happening among the young, because he's fairly young. You wouldn't consider him like an old person, you know. Boy, it makes no sense. People, try and just do good and live good with people. If somebody has done you wrong, I'm not saying you can't get over the hurt immediately. It's not, you don't get over it right away. You know, it's as, you know, some people misunderstand the scripture when Jesus said, if somebody hits you on one cheek, you turn the other cheek. No, what it's really saying is, don't bother even retaliate. Don't retaliate. Leave it to me. Don't take it literal like that. Because God could not, you know, come with something like that. Can you suppose somebody come with a knife and shot you in the leg? You expect him to turn around and shot you in the other leg? Or shoot you somewhere that can kill you? And then you say that God is saying they must shoot you? No. No. We have to use a little wisdom. You know? He wrote with a lot of alliteration, sometimes simile, metaphor, and all of that, for us to dig deep so our brain can think. You know, it's good for the brain when you don't just think very surface. You know, you think deeply. It's good for your brain. It's food to the brain. So he couldn't, that's why he spoke in a lot of parables, although he said it was for the righteous. You know, the unrighteous would not get it. And when we say unrighteous, I'm not talking necessarily sinners. People's hearts were like, who were like sepulchres, far from him. You know? So we understand that, you know, it takes time to heal. If somebody gives you a dagger cut, a band-aid cannot heal it. And you're going to go through the healing pain. The dagger pain plus the healing pain afterwards. So we understand it. It's not overnight. But put yourself in the mode of, okay, Lord, I don't feel to forgive the person who I'm angry. Help me to deal with that. Go through the stages, go through the motion, and so on. But make that effort. You know, make that effort. Even if for a time. Even if for a time, you say, I will hold on to this anger and thing. I will hold on to this. After a while, after some time passed, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because I too am flawed. I too will hurt somebody one day. And I'm going to want their forgiveness. Let it go. Do good. And I'm saying all of that because I realize we live in a world where people are just against people, And you look, boop, you're out like a light, like a fly. Like they swat you. That's a fairly young man, you know, had his life ahead of him in a sense, you know, and could have lasted even a good time in the music business and based on the type of songs that, you know, his group sings. Wow, very, very, very sad. I feel that one, you know, because of late I've seen a lot of fairly young people dying quickly, rapidly. So guys, I'm saying, whatever grudges, hate, malice, let it go because you don't want to die with those things. You know, from a Christian perspective, I have to be real with you. You die outside of Christ, straight to hell you're gone. I have to keep it real with you, beautiful people. Sometimes it's hard to hear truth, but it's best. In time, you will accept it and you will appreciate it. You know, sad, very, very sad. Boy. Anyway, guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Share this message. Thank you.